10 Count by Deor.
Hey guys, welcome to 10 Count by Deor. We're here with the champion, Emmanuel. Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, sir.
No problem. Dude, how you feel?
Good. Feel good. Getting ready. Just
Sick.
excited. I've had some time off now, so
Nice.
getting back into the training and working on power stuff.
That's so dope. I do have a question. So, and sorry, right now that you just said training, what does the training look for you? Is there camps? Is there a certain, like, I don't know, 3 months before, or like a few weeks before, or like a month before? Is there something you do in particular?
Yeah. So I train. I got MMA boxing stuff already.
Oh, no way.
So I train 4 or 5 days a week already as it is. As I get closer to a match, I'll kind of start to hone in on little things, technique for my slap.
Oh, that's dope.
More training towards like my like for my power, my chin. Just like mental preparation and then my weight.
Oh,
So not so much like camps like you would have a boxing camp,
Yeah.
or an MMA camp, but I just kind of start getting my focus towards preparing for a slap.
Yeah.
Do they require you to cut weight or anything like that as
Yeah,
well?
so it's the same weight classes as MMA. It's 155, 170, 185, 205 in heavyweight, and then we actually have super heavyweights, which is over 205.
Oh, shit.
A couple guys on roster.
Heavyweight?
A couple guys on roster that are like well over 400 pounds.
No way.
Yeah. Couple of them huge.
That's crazy.
So yeah, same weight classes. Most of the guys don't cut like an enormous amount of weight. I probably cut a little bit more than most, and I only cut like 10 pounds.
So you still have to watch what you eat.
Yeah, I just manage my weight, keep myself about 180, and I'm happy.
That's sick. Do you, when it comes for the slapping, is there anything that you do in particular? Like you work, because you said you already work out and all that stuff. Is there anything that you work, or it's just like weights or, like exercise?
So for taking the slap, I mean, it's not something you practice. I would never recommend it.
That's what I was thinking. Is you just get slapped on
Really,
the head?
it's just like your neck muscles, and then
Got it.
there is a slight technique to absorbing the slap. Some
wow.
people try to roll with the slaps, like a boxer would roll with the punch.
Yeah.
But there is a slight technique. If you go up there and you kind of just stand like whatever,
Yeah.
probably gonna
You're
get knocked out.
getting like that.
But being able to absorb the slap and tense the right muscles, so that's one of the big things, is tensing the right muscles and being able to brace your body correctly. Super important.
Dude, that's so gnarly.
Yeah.
I literally thought that, and dude, this is so ignorant of me, but I thought literally it was just,
Like just
I'm just gonna crack you. Just stand here, I'm gonna slap, and then just stand here, and then just
So
go.
early on, it was like that. Like my very first time I got slapped, I was just like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm holding the thing, and I got slapped, and I was like, oh crap, this is weird. And I was like my first match or two, and then getting into like I had time to prepare because I did the first season in the house, kind of like the Ultimate Fighter.
Got it, yeah.
And then so when we left there, I kind of started studying other people and studying other matches, and it was like, oh, like I got to brace for this. And then it became like, well, how do I tense my back? How do I get my neck straight, my neck tensed, and building those muscles. And then leading in after that, then it was like, oh, I gotta tense it.
But there's rules to that, right? Like I heard that you can't flinch if you move too much, right, or something like that.
So if you flinch, you get hit again.
Nice.
And then obviously there's like 2 or 3 refs up there watching, checking for that. You can get away with it to a slight extent. Some guys get away with it a little more than others, but really, if you move before the contact, you're gonna call for it, and then you get slapped again. So
Jesus. So if they contact you and then you move, that's good?
yeah. So,
so
as my face is getting slapped, I'm moving, pulling it on that, I'm okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you
And
can-
so that's where the technique comes from.
You can do that, but it's a risk. Because then you get slapped again.
Because it's seconds, right? I imagine it's just like...
they have it's been with the UFC and stuff like that, they have other nice cameras.
Yeah.
Beautiful slow-mos.
That's so crazy. Yeah, like...
I know
nope.
they have the angle right here too, where you can actually see exactly.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, have you ever seen the slow mos of our faces getting so they're so?
I've seen a few, and it's just like.
I know you're
They're just flying out.
yeah,
I've seen a couple where so my hair's out and stuff like that. My face moves before my hair.
It's so
It's pretty funny.
gnarly, dude.
The recovery, is it like boxing where you have to wait a specific amount of time in order to, well, this would be compete again, right? And instead of
Yeah.
fighting
So
again.
because we are commissioned by the state and by the athletic commission.
Oh,
So yeah, we get suspension, medical suspensions,
wow.
30, 60 days if any to get knocked out or anything. And then obviously our medicals are done. CT scans are brain scans and
Yeah.
everything. So it's very similar now.
So since you said you're training like MMA and all that, comparison between power slapping to MMA, have you gone hit MMA?
Yeah,
How's the difference? Like the
it's different. Like
yeah.
getting slapped is really different. You know, I've been kicked in the head before. I've been punched in the head. I've never been sat down in sparring or competing in MMA or boxing. I've never been like hurt or wobbled. In power slap, I hadn't been. I got sat down for the first time in my last match. You know, I popped right back up, but it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
The feeling of getting like it's like a pop,
Correct.
just a pop, and then it's like, oh okay, I'm good.
Like, well, I have to stand up us now.
Yeah.
That's so
Does it give you like an adrenaline rush when you get slapped? You're like, oh, I'm coming back.
Yeah, I mean,
effort.
like everyone always asks this in the moment. Feel anything? Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel anything at all. Like you would think it hurts,
Right.
but I'm so hyped up by the adrenaline and the crowd and stuff like that. I don't really feel anything. It isn't until afterwards or the next day I gotta eat something. My asshole.
So since you do MMA, were you trying to be an MMA fighter and then the power slap happened?
Yeah.
Or were you like, I'm really good at slapping people, dude. Like, you know, this is my opportunity, you know?
No, so definitely, you know, the end goal is to try to make it to the UFC.
Okay.
And so when this opportunity kind of came through, and you know, it was with the UFC and stuff, I was like, well, that's my foot in the door.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I took the opportunity, and then I've kind of just been running with it. It's been fun.
That's
You know, didn't know what really to expect at first out of the gates.
Yeah.
You know, I was part of it very early on. So now it's like, oh dang, like there is a lot that comes from this. There's a lot that's coming from this, continuing to grow, and like, it's been a really fun experience.
That's so sick. So are you still trying to go to the UFC, or
Yeah,
you're just
absolutely.
gonna? Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
you are actively trying.
Ideally, I would like to, you know, defend the belt a few more times,
Yeah.
and then retire.
Oh, that's so sick. Same weight class, or?
I'll probably move down to 55 eventually.
That's cool, dude. There's a lot of killers at 55.
Yeah, 55.
It's full. Yeah, dude. MMA it's deep, dude. That's crazy. Is there a lot of killers for this too, in your weight class, or?
Well, I mean, I'm top of my weight class, but
Yeah.
definitely, you know, looking around at the sport, there's a lot of guys that are starting to get really good at it. As the techniques start to evolve,
Yeah.
people are starting to learn like the body mechanics, the sweet spots on the chin, and the accuracy and stuff like that. Learning how to train correctly and how to build power correctly. Like some guys are getting like really, really, really good. Like, a lot of the original guys that started and have, you know, been training for the last 2 years and like learning, studying the sport, they've gotten a lot better. And you could tell, you know, when a new guy steps on stage, you know, old guy steps, there's a difference.
Yeah.
It's surprising how much of a difference.
That's crazy, dude. Because it's fairly new too, so you know,
Yeah, definitely.
like they're moving pretty fast. Is there like conditioning for your hands, or? Because I'm assuming you're hitting like a head is like 80 pounds or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's how much a head. So you're smacking 80 pounds. I'm sure there has to be conditioning for your hands.
Some people condition their hands, slap breaks, hard objects or whatever. I don't tend to do that too often. I have a bob.
Okay, yeah.
And that's like the hardest thing I'll slap.
Got it.
Just because I don't want to hurt my.
Yeah, because I'm sure hands are very delicate, right? Like you could break bones in the hand pretty fast. And so imagine just.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it looks like it's just a dude standing there and the other dude slapping him, but like you're saying, there's a lot behind that. Yeah, there's so much behind that.
It's been amazing. Like as the sport's evolved and grown. You know, I wasn't too sure what to think of it in the beginning. And as it's gone over time, it's like, oh, these little differences in the slaps, these little techniques and stuff, they make a huge difference.
That's so crazy. Now, how hard is it to just stand there and then wait for a dude's hand to just come through?
I think it's like a mental preparation.
Oh, really?
I mean, like, you know, when I'm, you know, I sign a contract and I'm ready to go up there, like, once I get to the match, I've already convinced myself that I'm ready for that moment.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take the slap. I'm gonna walk through it and be fine.
Yeah.
And deliver mine. But it's really a mental preparation because it is hard to go up there, especially, you know, for those like who haven't been fortunate to been to an event. It's the like atmosphere is wild. You know, obviously, like in boxing, you know, people can be boxing back and forth.
Yeah,
It can be an interesting match, and then like boom, someone gets knocked out. It's crazy in that moment. Well, that moment's like every slap.
Oh my
every
god,
slap.
it's so gnarly.
So leading up to the slap, right? So, you know, the guys will walk on stage, they'll line up, and the guy will line up, and then goes dead silent.
That's
What
crazy.
was your first initial like feeling when for the first time when you just stepped on that, like when you started like hearing all this crowd, like what was running through your mind?
The first one I did was it was for the show, so it was just there was no crowd. It was just Dana, which I mean, being in front of Dana was it was just Dana and like the production team and stuff.
Right.
And that one was nerve wracking. But then when I did the first live event, and you know there's a full crowd there and stuff like that, and we've done them all in the Apex.
Right.
It was a very small little arena, but it's packed in there.
Yeah.
So then it's like you line up for the first time and it goes dead silent. You're like, oh, what's going on here? Like, I'm like, okay. And then like you take that first slap and then it's like you take it and then it's like, oh, you got that one. He's good. Like he's good. Or you know you hurt somebody or knock someone down or knock someone out and they go crazy in there.
That's insane.
It's a wild experience, like feeling like
Yeah.
Real quick, sorry, just to go back real quick. I know you said obviously you don't do too much with your hands because you don't want to injure your hip or anything. So there's no like obviously like boxers, MMA fighters, you know how they wear the wraps and everything.
Yeah.
Like when they're sparring and all that stuff to protect them. There's nothing like that won't work as far as for your training, or there's nothing you can do to protect them while you're training.
there's nothing that we've tried.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know that I would even recommend it. It's the same thing like wearing a knee brace.
Right.
You know, they say if you're wearing a knee brace every day and stuff, you start to weaken the muscles,
Yeah.
the supporting muscles and so on. So like, if I was to slap something and have a wrap on it, then I'd like
Same
be
thing, you're
doing
just-
kind of like the backwards. I'm not helping my supporting muscles at all. And when I get up there and actually slap something full speed, that's hard.
Yeah, you might injure
Yeah.
yourself. No, definitely.
So talking a little bit about the mouthpiece that they actually tried on today, how did they feel like?
Yeah. So
compared to the other ones that
I've been in
we've
sports a
had?
long time, and you know I've gone through many mouthpieces, all styles of mouthpieces, and it's crazy how I just slid in, and then it was like almost like it didn't want to come out, like it was part of my teeth, and you know it's a lot more comfortable, it fits in a lot better. I can only imagine like competing with it, or even like for a boxer, like in MMA, like being able to breathe. This is a lot easier it fits in there a lot more snug. Be able to breathe and like actually go about boxing someone. Cardio wise, I can imagine it helps a lot with that too.
Were all your mouth guards before this one like custom made or?
No, I've never had one custom.
Oh,
I've
no
never had one
way.
fitted.
Oh.
Yeah, this would be my
Wow.
first fitted one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gnarly how much different it is.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's probably like in day to night difference, right?
Yeah, definitely. I usually like bugged. I don't like mouthpieces that much just because they're bulky and then they're like in and out and they don't really fit well. So for it to like slide in like that,
Who's getting slapped right now?
Right. No, I mean, we definitely try to, you know, set the bar high, you know, when it comes to mouthpieces. You know, we really take care of our fighters. You know, we make sure that every mouthpiece that we deliver, obviously, it's according to what they ask. But more than anything is the protection. You know, we want to protect your teeth, not only your teeth. You know, we want to protect your bite, and for you to being able to breathe and communicate that for us is very important, because you know sometimes, and even in power slapping, you know, they're giving you pep talks, and I'm pretty sure you talk back to your coach, and you know we're able to go ahead and give you that type of mouthpiece where you don't have to take it out. You can still communicate, you know, and you know, just pretty much say whatever you gotta say, without taking it
Yeah.
off.
Do you keep your mouthpiece on the whole time when you're power slapping?
Usually I take it out, but it's because they don't always fit well, so they're
Got it. Yes, so it's on your way, and I'm sure
like,
the
they
nervousness.
yeah, they just want to come out like there's.
Got it.
I take them out all the time, and then I don't usually like talking with them in or trying to communicate, and then just like having them because they don't fit well usually. Like the last one I had, it didn't fit well like around my gums and stuff like that, so it was uncomfortable. So
Just take it out.
I don't even know what's happening.
Is it required in power slap to use a mouthpiece?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever competed without one?
In power slap, no.
No.
I've done. Well, I've played football and I would always have it in my helmet or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll spar without one.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I know for boxers, they always ask them for two. Is it the same thing in power slapping, or is it just
I don't
required to
think so.
have
No, I
one?
think it's just the one.
Just one.
Yeah, they haven't been real strict about that. Just as long as you have it.
Yeah, just one. Damn, do you have any like rituals before you go and slap somebody? Like I have to walk into the
I don't have anything
arena
like
or
specific like that.
right or before when you're getting ready.
I think it's just like I was saying, like it's a mental preparation.
Got it.
So, leading up to it, obviously, I like to stay calm. I'm not a really calm
That's
person,
cool.
so I like to stay really calm. Even when I walk up, oftentimes I'm really just like relaxed and calm.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm preparing myself. This is the moment that I signed for. This is what I'm ready for. Like all this training, I think about that. Like all the training, everything I've done, prepare myself. And when I do walk on stage, like I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do exactly what I've been doing, and
That's so sick.
nothing's changed. Just because there's a crowd or crazy people there, like I trained for this moment, so.
Yeah. And then your team, what does your team consist of? Because I know like boxers or fighters, they have like a nutritionist, the coach, a striking coach. If it's MMA, like a jiu-jitsu coach and all this stuff. Do you have more than one coach? Do you have more people that like are part of your team?
I don't personally.
Okay.
A nutritionist is always a given. Strength and conditioning coach could be like a given. I'm really nerdy. Like I get into the things myself. Like my nutrition, I'm pretty good about my nutrition myself. And then like the strength and condition, I'm constantly like looking for different workouts, different techniques, understanding like the body mechanics, what muscles are actually being used, what muscles are really important. So I do a lot of my own stuff, but I can imagine having someone do that.
Yeah, like more stuff. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
Is there a specific muscle you train for more to get ready for any competitions?
I would say it's just like lately it's been a lot of just rotational from the hips, because everything comes from your hips. Power never stabilize it. So a lot of it's been that for me for this one, and then just technique.
That's super dope, dude. So how has your life, and I don't know if it even has changed, from before you were doing power slapping to like now that you're the champion? Has it changed a lot? Or you're just still living the same life that you were living before that?
I would say so. I recently stopped working.
Oh, nice.
And I do this like full time now. I do.
That's really good. Congrats.
My
That's
socials
really
and stuff.
good.
And from working to not working now, like it's been like a little bit of a process. It's different than working a day-to-day job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's offered me the opportunity to stop working. I
Yeah.
travel a ton now. I'm constantly in Vegas doing this, doing that. The money has grown, and it's like been continuing to grow over the last 2 years. And I'd imagine in the next like 2-3 years,
Yeah, dude.
every power stop will be like
Private
this.
jet,
I don't know about that.
Shit.
I mean, even like when you look at boxing or the UFC, like a lot of that comes from like I handle it. Right?
Yeah.
I'll make a certain amount of money from them, but how do I capitalize and utilize off the platform that I have?
Exactly.
Money? Like when you look at a lot of the big boxers, like Canelo, for example, he's like a brand.
Yeah.
Canelo's
No,
a brand.
absolutely.
And even though he makes a ton of money fighting, he makes a ton of money from
Outside of the ring. Yeah. And another thing, I know a lot of MMA fighters can have sponsors because the UFC already has like all these sponsors like
Monster.
yeah, Monster, and like there's a few other ones. Does that apply to you guys too, or can you just go out and get whatever sponsor you want?
It's the same thing. So like with the UFC, like we're allowed to have whatever sponsors we want, but we basically just can't use their platform to
Got it, to promote
so I have to use my own platform.
Got it. So you can't go into like Power Slap with a shirt that says, I don't know, Deor or like any other. Got it. Okay, that's cool though that they at
You can
least
go in with
allow
a
you.
mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least allow you to have other sponsors, because I've a few of the UFC fighters have said how it's really hard for them. Like, dude, I don't really get paid enough to like do all this big events and whatnot, and then I'm not allowed to have sponsors anymore. So which
so I think with that, a lot of them where they mess up is they're not good with their social medias.
yeah.
So if you watch someone like Sean O'Malley,
Yes.
he's talked about it a few times. Like he was a millionaire before he ever touched the top 15 of the class.
Yeah.
And all it is being able to promote yourself, being able to like be recognizable, be someone who people want to see, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are just bad in that sense of like they're not promoting themselves. They don't have a social media following. They're not really like doing anything that's interesting outside of what they do in the octagon.
And I think also it's like, the way you manage your, the way you invest your money. It has a lot to do with that too. I mean, because you can get paid, big time, but, if you still don't have that, control of managing your money and investing it in things that you really should, I mean, it's just like anything, it's going to last for so long.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though. And I figure it had to, because everybody, every athlete it's a brand, it's their own brand. So I figured they had, because I've seen Sean O'Malley, I've seen Max Holloway, I've seen Mackenzie. I don't know if Mackenzie, I can't remember her last name, but she's a UFC fighter. And there's all these other products that they promote on their social media, right? So I was like, are they allowed to do this, or is the UFC like completely cutting it off? So
they don't stop anything.
That's
It's
so
just
sick.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to go out and get your own stuff.
Which a lot of athletes do.
Yeah, no, I imagine. Do you guys? Does Power Step also has a sponsor like the UFC does? I think I don't know if they're doing Venom still or
Yeah,
I know they were doing Reebok.
Recently signed with one. I'm not sure. It wasn't. They were telling me, but it wasn't a big brand.
Okay,
But they showed me some of like the new stuff.
that's cool.
And the quality is a lot better.
Nice.
Definitely a lot better in that aspect. But not Venom.
Oh,
But we do have something coming up soon.
that's so cool. Yeah, because I know that was a big step for the UFC to have that, because fighters get paid, or that's what I've heard from Uncle Dana. That's what I've heard from him, saying that fighters get like paid before they even walk into the octagon just to wear their like tracksuits, and like all the coaches also get like some type of money just from wearing all the tracksuits and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, and again, this is where the fighters kind of miss out. I don't understand why they miss out, but all those brands that are working with the UFC or with Power Stop and stuff like those are the first companies that we should be looking towards.
Absolutely,
They're already obviously interested in our sport. They're
100%.
affiliated with our sport in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them like coincide with what I do. We have Power Stop. There's a couple like nutritional, protein bars or District energy drink, whatever it is. And working with those companies a lot of times is a lot easier than going and sourcing.
Yeah, because you're already in the radar, so they're like, we're trying to get in contact with you. That's super sick, dude. That's pretty dope. Who are your sponsors right now? Do you have sponsors?
Right now I'm working on something, my next.
Okay, and if you could say, if you can't say it, that's cool. But
So I haven't signed anything with anyone yet, but
Got it.
I started working towards that. I just
that's sick.
got the contract for
Yeah.
the next match. So,
Nice. That is so cool. And then when is your next match?
June 28th.
June 28th. That's
International Fight Week.
oh,
be super dope.
Vegas,
that
Yeah,
is
Vegas.
It's gonna be amazing. Should be
really dope, dude. That's so sick.
Yeah.
huge.
And so your training camp started already, or
Yeah,
you
I started-
wait a little bit, or
I started dieting, getting my weight in check, and then I started kind of focusing on it more on my slabs. In the hand conditioning kind of.
yeah.
They're slap and bob again. Starting to get used to it, getting muscles used to it.
Well, what's the time period that you do? I don't think you said that earlier. Like, what's the time period? Do you even have a time
I
period?
usually try to do at least 6 weeks.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
my last match, I was fortunate. I knew like 3 or 4 months in advance where I was,
Oh,
when
nice.
I was going to compete. So that one was a little bit easier. This one, I just recently got the call.
Got it. Oh, let me speed up and I'm starting to clean now.
I know when we're having matches. Like I know when the events are going to be. I just don't know if I'm going to be on them. So like sometimes I kind of like, well, I think I'm going to be on them.
Yeah.
It's hard
Okay.
preparing, but
Okay. No, that's cool. And then, do you have any other hobbies outside of MMA? Jiu-jitsu? You say jiu-jitsu too?
yeah, I do MMA, boxing a little bit.
Got it. Is there anything else that you
Work
do?
on cars and
Oh, no
a little
way.
bit of that. I have, so right now I have a 350Z and then I have an old C10.
That's cool.
C10.
Let's see this.
Yeah. Oh, year.
86.
Oh, that's a big
I bet
year.
it's for an 84.
And do you work on them? You work on them, or
Yeah,
you
I
just?
work on.
Dude, that's so sick.
I learned just like from YouTube and then
Yeah.
just doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Because
Hands on.
yeah, it's intimidating, but once you start doing it, like anything, you start
Yeah.
boxing, start doing this. Like once you start doing it, it's a lot easier.
That's crazy.
It's a little process afterwards, but now
That's so cool. So if you're not boxing, if you're not doing MMA,
You ran
it's just not slapping people. You're just working on card.
yeah, that's right.
That's so dope, dude. That's so sick.
Talking about slapping you, you're gonna get some.
Yes. It's on my hand. It breaks it. He breaks it. Ah, can't do anything anymore. I'm a graphic designer, so I'll be like, oh.
It's not strong.
Yeah, move it. I won't do everything with money. No, dude, that is so cool, dude. This is so like random, but I am kind of interested. How was your childhood? Like, as a kid, were you interested in like martial arts? Were you interested in like,
Yeah.
or it had nothing to do? And
I've always been super competitive. I've always been sports.
Got it.
I grew up playing football. My whole family, we're a big football family. Played through high school, was really good in high school, and then it wasn't until after that I got into combat sports. I think it really was just like the missing the competition.
Yeah.
That I didn't miss.
yeah,
I played football, just a physical sport. So getting into martial arts was interesting, but like it fit.
that's cool.
But like in my childhood, yeah, I was always super competitive, always
That's cool.
wrestling around, messing around, and stuff like that. Football is what's a big thing. Not, it's not fighting, but it is a huge contact sport.
Yeah,
It's a sport,
absolutely.
What does your family think about you being the champion? They see you there on TV. It's like they're like pretty proud. Like
Yeah,
they-
definitely. They thought it was crazy at first. Well, obviously when I told them, what I was doing, they were like, "Look, that sounds absurd." And after they've seen it and kind of seen the process, and obviously how it's taking care of myself and stuff like that, they're super supportive, super happy for me and stuff like that. My sister, she helps me out so much. She's my manager actually.
Oh, nice.
So she does a lot of she's been helping me with the sponsorships and with some of my merch and stuff like that. So it's been like a fun process in that sense.
And that's cool because now you're able to bring your family into it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like what you're saying, and still have that bond. Because I know a lot of fighters, they travel a lot, and their families are like kind of like, they have to stay back and stuff.
Separated and everything.
Yeah.
When you start bringing your family in, I think it makes it easier.
Yeah,
because you have
definitely.
that.
I think it's because it's funny now. I get this all the time. I live like the same life I lived before.
Yeah.
I do the same things for the most part that I was doing before. Everyone always thinks I'm always like busy. I'm like, no, you guys just stopped hitting me up.
Right.
You guys just stopped hitting me up. So,
Right.
and I am busy, but like I'm not too busy to like talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Hang out or anything.
So are you starting to get recognized now? Like when you go to, like, let's just say restaurants or like?
Yeah, here and there. It's it depends. I get it here and there depending on where I'm at. Usually, in Vegas, I get recognized a lot more.
Right, that's cool.
But obviously more than I was before. But
Yeah.
it's nothing like too crazy that I feel uncomfortable ever, or like I'm like
Got it.
I feel like secure. Or something.
Yeah.
It's nothing like crazy.
You're like, I'll just start slapping everybody.
Anyone else in your family do any sports like that? Any type of impact?
No combat sports. Like I said, we all played football growing up. My little brother, he was starting to get into martial arts. He really likes boxing, but he's recently had heart surgery this last year.
wow.
He has a pacemaker and blood thinners now, so he can't. But,
Sorry.
yeah, it was tough at first, but he's been making a pretty good recovery. He didn't look like himself again.
Does he ever go with you like to your matches?
They went to the last one. Went to my last one. He's a twin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so they went to my last one. It's pretty dope. It was cool having them there, and then
That's
won
amazing.
the belt and had them
Yeah.
on stage with me.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
super cool.
Who is it? Which one is it?
I think it was funny on camera. They were showing the other one.
Oh, no way.
His brother had heart surgery. The other one. They just looked at each other like, what are you gonna do?
Not me, but I guess it's cool. That's so funny, dude. No, that's cool, dude.
But yeah, it was awesome to have them be a part of it finally.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Like for those days, like your brother had heart surgery, like for those tough days, that probably like mentally and all that stuff. Like I know for people that play sports, like me, like I play soccer. Like soccer's like I guess you could say my escape, like a getaway, like distracts my mind, clears my head. Does the power slap training help you with that, or do you do like the boxing training, all that stuff, or do you do like for example your cars, like when you work on cars? What helps you kind of like I guess escape the world?
Yeah, I would say definitely because I do more like MMA and boxing frequently, I guess you could say, for long periods of time. So I'd say like definitely that, like being able to focus. I think being able to focus on something and like put my energy and my time and efforts into something is really where it is. So whatever it is, the project I'm working on could be something social related, boxing, whatever it is.
So basically anything as long as you're kind of just like
Yeah, being able to focus in on
Gotcha.
something and like,
Occupy your mind.
yeah, really giving my energy and like actually attack something.
full focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Where did you grow up at?
I grew up. Well, my early childhood was in Arizona, Bullhead City, near the whole.
Yeah, I know. It's,
And then I moved out here in high school. Moved to here in California. In high school, and then after high school.
Damn, so the hood. No, I'm just
More over there, definitely, but it's similar.
Yeah, no, yeah, I feel like people say now, like the hood. I don't think like the hood means the same thing as what it meant. Like, a few, like
In the day.
yeah, like back in the day, like it's like I'm the hood from Chino Hills. It's like, dude, yeah, your house is like $2 million, dude. We're talking about. It's like, no, yeah, dude, there's drive-by. It's like the grandmas drive by. It's like that's no, kid. It doesn't mean that. No, but that's cool, dude. That's really
That's
cool.
awesome. For happiness. Yeah, thank you for coming in and letting us, do an interview with you. And it's awesome for me to just sit here with you and for you to share everything that you're sharing. It's a blessing.
So thank you for coming by. Hopefully soon, Happy Dad sponsored this kid. We the champion, Uncle Dana, hug him up. Yeah, dude, and good luck in your next match. That is on
June 28th.
June 20th. Sorry, dude, I'm so bad with. You could tell me a date 3 times in a row, and I'll be like, cool. When is it? Perfect. I'll say it back, and I'll be like, okay, but what was that date? Yeah, June 28th. Cool. No, absolutely, dude. That's so sick.
Super excited. Hopefully, I'll see you guys
Yeah.
out there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And just before we leave, what has your experience been here at the
Oh, dude, it's been awesome. Obviously, Jackie kind of put me in contact with you guys, and you guys
Hey, shout out to Jackie.
Shout out to Jackie.
taking care of me tons and helping me out with a lot of things, and then even just the mouthpiece, educating me right, the mouthpiece, and obviously getting one done, and we'll have one in my next match. I'm super excited because even just trying on it makes a huge difference. I can only imagine on stage what it's gonna feel like, how it's gonna help me perform.
No, that's so sick, dude. Hell yeah. Well, good luck, and I know you're gonna win for sure. I'm already betting on you. I'm already put my money on you. So, right? We're gonna win, right?
So one of the guys had met Dana. He bet, I think it was like 50,000. Just a cash bet.
Really?
Like 85,000.
No way.
Something crazy. He showed me afterwards. I was like,
I mean, I'm not gonna bet 50 grand, but
well, it's a big underdog.
mine's on you, dude.
I probably won't be an underdog.
No, that's cool, dude. That's really, really dope, dude.
Crazy thing someone bet 50,000.
Yeah, dude. Hey, just wait. There's gonna be people betting millions later on.
Yeah. No, I got so many DMs after this one, like people betting like 10, 15, 25. Like the biggest one that I heard was 50, but there was a few that I got people had like 25, 30,000 on it.
You're like, don't tell me. Send me a cut. Send me a few grand.
It was on YouTube.
Right? Like,
At least.
I made you that money technically, so. No, that's so sick, dude. Well, good luck. Like I said once again. But yeah, dude, I hope you get all your dreams met, and I look forward to seeing you in the UFC too, dude.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah, how old are you?
24.
So, oh, dude, yeah.
Still plenty of time.
You got dude. Right there, dude. And then you'll be holding 3 belts. 2 of the UFC, 1 of this. That's the double champ.
Even more, bro. Even more.
Yeah, even more, dude. Dana, give me my 50 grand.
Please more.
It's more than that, right?
Yeah. Point.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
don't believe me.
You know, I like. It's hard to say. It's like different people for different things. I like different styles and stuff like that. It's easy to go like, Connor as a businessman. Or
Yeah.
there's a couple guys that are
okay. Grappling guy.
grappling. The ones that stand up. I hate grappling. I like to grapple, but when I get into the competitive,
Yeah.
I'm just wanna punch
So you're a
you.
striker. That's cool.
But in the striking, there's a few. Like
Oh yeah, dude.
Alex, Sean,
Dude, Sean is crazy accurate.
yeah,
Sean is
his
insanely accurate.
it's everything. It's like it's art. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful to watch it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, because this is just like kick, punch, choke. You know, where did that one come from? Yeah, no, it's so dope, dude. Did you see the last Holloway? Like his last, dude, that dude's insane. If you want to talk about striking, and did you know that Holloway, for the first I don't want to say how many years or what the time was, but he didn't have a striking coach.
He
He used to play a video game, and so the UFC video game, and he'll see the combinations. He'll be like, "I'm gonna try that." And he'd go and do, throw it. Oh, it worked out. So I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sometimes
pretty
you gotta let
crazy.
the juices flow, the creativity flow. And
Yeah.
A video game's better.
And to think that now he's the one that's like, no, in the middle, and then they go at it.
Yeah.
That's
That was a
crazy.
wild moment.
He's even said like, I'm the best boxer in the UFC, and while he's slipping, punching the other guy. Yeah, that dude is insane, dude. Like, if we want to talk about striking, I think I would say that he's like the best, if not one of the best strikers in the UFC.
Yeah, his pressure's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, dude.
The way he sticks on people and pours it on them. He just melts people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you met him in person or not?
Not Max.
Who have you met of the UFC?
A lot of them.
Oh,
Most of
nice.
them, but
Oh wow.
a couple I've just not
Yeah.
really into.
Have you met John Jones?
I haven't met John Jones. He's never around.
Yeah, I
but,
don't think
yeah.
he's around that too much.
I was there when he tore his pec. We were filming a show, so then Dana disappeared in the middle of the show, and that's what happened. He tore his pec. So when he came back, we were all like, "You good, bro?" He wasn't good.
Lazy Boy or not yet?
Who?
Lazy Boy?
I don't think he's fought here yet.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think he fought in Mexico. It's this Mexican fighter, crazy dude.
Yeah.
I think he's in the lower weight classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, have you met the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno? No, I've heard that he's really, really nice.
I think we have ran into him, but I didn't get the opportunity to talk to him. Or anything. Like I said, yeah, we were there when he fought Volk, I think. It was last year. His international fight.
Yeah.
And the card was like that same weekend, so we were all cutting weight, and he was there, so we got to talk to him for a little bit. I got to meet Patty Midway and talk to him.
Oh, dude, I love that dude.
He's hilarious, like the way he is on camera.
Yeah.
So he's like that in person.
Oh, no way, dude.
It's
That
funny,
dude is
he's
so
hilarious.
funny. I remember on one of his fights, he's like, mate, I just want to eat and get fat, mate. That's it. Like, that's all I'm thinking about. Because they were like, what do you think about your next fight? He's like, I don't want to think about my next fight. I just want to eat and get
Yeah,
fat.
he's one of the guys, like, he blows up after
Yeah,
fights.
dude.
He's all fat.
Yeah, like insane. Like, you wouldn't think that he's a UFC fighter when
Yeah,
you see
it's funny too, he has a really good physique.
Yeah,
He has a
dude.
really good physique, so to think that he gets fat in between fights
Yeah.
is crazy.
And then he just like chisels down, bro. Like,
super chiseled.
I don't know,
yeah.
like 3% body fat. Like, just muscles and
How can
muscles.
you do that?
Oh, dude.
His nutritionist
He's-
is hard at work.
And I think he's the only one that does that, right?
Probably like the worst. He does it the worst.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Because he blows up.
Yeah,
he gets
dude.
like a little butterball face. And
Yeah, yeah. Like, you wouldn't even think. I remember the first time that I saw him like blown up. I was like, no way, that's not him. They photoshopped him, right?
Yeah.
I was like, they photoshopped his face and someone bigger. And then I saw a video of him walking around eating a cupcake, and I was like, no way, dude, that is him.
He does get
Yeah.
pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets huge, dude. And then just they're like, okay, you're fighting again, and he's just like ripped, like nothing, dude. No fat at all. It's like it never happened. And the dude's a killer in the ring, in the octagon too. Like he'll just destroy dudes. But I love that dude. Is so funny, dude. That dude is just he talks so much trash.
Sports Griffin, because he
Okay,
he's
man.
one of the heads of PI, the trainer there.
Oh, cool.
So he's always there.
Yeah.
Sports Griffin's pretty cool. He's funny. He's always just messing around.
Yeah.
Michael Bisping, he does the commentary for us.
Dude, Michael Bisping. Dude, Michael Bisping has a crazy story too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's funny. He's hilarious too. He's always messing around, like joking.
Yeah.
And then he's hilarious too because he's pretty straightforward. Like, I mean, he's Michael Bisping. Like, nothing he's hearing.
Yeah.
Just walking around. He's like, hey, that's why you flinched in your last fight, buddy. Oh boy,
That's
you're
funny.
fucking pussy. Like, okay, down.
Thanks for the compliment.
No, that's so cool, dude. So you said you have access to the what's it called? Like that gym that they built in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
You have access to all of that. Are you, when there are UFC fighters there, like you just get to be there with them as well? Like it's all like one
Yeah,
melting
it's
pot?
basically just a gym.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
A
cool,
real
dude.
big gym, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the facilities there. So, like when we fall on the same week as like fight card or UFC pay per view or something,
They're probably there.
yeah, all those guys are there cutting weight.
That's cool. And if you wanted to go in and be like, do they have coaches in there?
There's
Or do you have to
there's
figure
a
it?
training staff there, but
Oh, I see.
and then they're all like usually busy with the UFC fighters.
Got it.
So like I could train there, but I'd have to bring my coach.
Yeah, your own coach. Okay. I thought they had coaches that are just ready for whoever.
No.
That's cool. But they do have like physical therapists and all that
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah, physical therapy.
That's cool.
Usually it's like massage too.
Yeah. Dude, have you gotten massages from there?
I have not.
I imagine they're so good because they're all professionals, so they'll be like, "Oh, are you tight?" And you're just like, "Ah."
to the accent.
It's not there. Yeah, I've been experts.
Yeah. I've never done
I've
that.
done cryotherapy once. I don't know, it's interesting. A little bit easier than this, but
Yeah. Yeah, he likes the song. Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the sauna. I like the sauna.
Yeah.
It's just so hot in there, dude.
I get comfortable in the
I have the same thing here.
No, after a while, the other day we went and it was like my first time. And I went in there and I was like, oh, I can't breathe, dude. And then I was breathing and I was like, oh, it burns, dude. Like, it doesn't feel good. And so, but after a while, like you said, you get comfortable. And I was like, oh, this actually feels good. And then you get out, and as soon as you get out, I was like, oh, it's so fresh. Yeah, dude, it feels super fresh. Yeah. No, that's sick, dude. It's so dope. Is there any like clothing brand? Like, 'cause I see you wear a lot of wolves, right?
Oh, the dark sport.
Is there any clothing brand that you would want to be sponsored by?
Yeah, so I wear a lot of dark sport like shirts or whatever, but Kill Crew, I probably wear Kill Crew. Like, the shoe is awesome. I have probably like 30 pairs of Kill Crew shorts.
Oh, that's
They're just like, I don't know, they're just comfortable to me.
Yeah, they're the 7-inch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
like, they're comfortable. So I wear them all the time.
I know those shirts are gonna be hot this summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I've noticed they've grown a lot this last year.
yeah.
Like when I had them early on, I had 10 pairs early on or whatever. And I was like, I didn't see them that often.
Yeah, no, dude, not everybody was wearing
Now,
them.
like, I go into the gym, I'm like, everybody has them.
Yeah,
Have you
dude.
reached out to them? Maybe.
I don't think they do sponsorships, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have any, because they don't have any sponsored athletes.
Oh, okay.
You could be the first.
Yeah.
You'd be like, sponsor me or I'll slap you. Which one? They're like, sure, yeah. No, that's cool, dude. That is so dope. I mean, Reebok maybe might sponsor you. Nike. No, dude, Nike has a lot of athletes, dude.
Well, one thing that we've gotten into, like, so, because, like, our uniforms are pretty basic, and obviously there's not, like, a lot of variations of them or anything.
Right.
One thing that, like, all the power staffers have gotten into recently is shoes.
Oh,
so we're all,
that
like,
is sick.
Rocking custom pairs of shoes, or, like,
Yeah.
nice pairs of shoes. A couple guys that have really nice pairs of shoes. I rocked customs for my last one, and I'm rocking customs for my next one.
That's
Nice.
sick.
Like, that's been our big thing, like, this year.
Yeah. Do you have a silhouette that you like, or just?
I like lows, more so Dunk lows or Jordan 1 lows. So for my next one, I'm gonna get a pair of custom Travis Scott lows.
Yeah, that's sick,
That's
dude.
awesome.
And they're custom too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
That's so dope, dude.
custom made, painted.
Dang. Do you save them? So let's say, like, when you won your championships, is there
Yeah, I got
anything? Oh, that's sick, dude. In a little box and everything. That's so dope.
My closet right now, but eventually I'm gonna get it with the Kings.
Yeah. Yeah, like boxers, they save like the shorts for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
specific
Frame 'em,
size.
yeah.
Frame and those.
Yeah, definitely my championship one. I have my jersey and sweats and shoes.
That's cool.
And these ones, I'll probably end up giving away these ones.
Oh, no.
Or I'll make an extra pair or something like that.
Sign me up.
Yeah, oh, size 10.
Need shoes. No, that's really cool.
That's awesome.
So dope. I would love it. Dang, dude. And what's it custom about? Do they get painted? Do they get?
Yeah,
Because I've seen people go as far as like they deconstruct the whole shoe
Take
and
it
then
all away,
they switch stuff and then they rebuild it.
So my last ones I did a Jordan 1 though, but I did it like the off-white dunks. They
Okay.
have like the second bases over
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So I had to put holes into the shoe. That's a scary process. I had to put holes in the shoes, and then I had to sew or glue. I ended up gluing in like the extra loopholes and stuff like
Yeah.
that, so I can have the laces. But so those ones are pretty crazy. These next ones I think are just gonna be painted
Oh, cool.
on like a Travis Scott silhouette.
Got it.
There's a bunch of different things.
Yeah, no, dude. I've seen what I've seen the most is the swoosh on Nikes.
Yeah.
They take them off and then they switch it with like different
Or even
materials.
customize the swoosh and
Or
everything.
customize the swoosh and they put it back on. But I've seen like they take the toe, the back, everything. Like they take it apart and then they'll switch like
Yeah.
different shoes. And I'm like, dude, that's insane, dude. What if it doesn't fit the same,
Yeah,
you know?
sometimes it
Or what if
really
it's yeah?
That's crazy. When I put the holes in them, I was so excited.
Oh,
Do
you
you-
do this customizing yourself?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did
wow.
it myself.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are the next ones gonna be done by you? Or?
I think I'm gonna have my sister. She's a little
Got it.
more
That's
artistic
cool.
than I am, so
That is so sick, dude.
I'm not the best with that.
You're like, I'm not the best with the hands, except at slapping.
I can remember
No, that's so sick, dude. I know I've noticed that you were, and I think last time you also had some Nikes, and I was just like, oh, dude, either skates or he just like shoes.
Yeah, I was never into it too. I used to like, I wouldn't call myself a hater, but I used to just be like, oh, whatever, I'll wear whatever shoes, whatever shoes.
Yeah.
And then when I started, we joked that it's like a UFC thing because all the UFC like, the production team and all them, they're all like shoe heads. I think it's Dana.
Oh shit.
They're all,
Yeah,
like, shoe heads. Dana's a big shoe head. So when I started like hanging out over there often, maybe I'll pick these shoes.
I think it was Dana. I seen in a video he got some customers, either Dana or Joe
Dana
Rogan.
has,
I
like,
believe.
Dana has
He
so
has
many.
he has a room bigger than this, just full of shoes.
Yeah, and a lot of them are customs, right?
Yeah, so a lot of
Yeah.
more customs are like super rare.
One-on-ones.
Yeah, dude. I know he did some customs for the Happy Dad. He did, I think they were Jordan 1s.
He usually does the Travis Scotts.
Okay, or it might have been the Travis
Like
Scott.
his favorite.
And but they were custom made for Happy Dad, and so they had their logo. They're insane, dude.
So I have a pair of Power Supplements.
No way, dude. That's so sick.
I met I had the higher ups for as president. Before my last match, I was like, I had seen him with them. And I was like, oh, these are crazy. Let me get a pair. Let me get a pair. He was like, oh, he's like, I don't know how to even get them. I was like, all right. So if I knock out,
No way.
I was like, you give me a pair, and he was like, yeah, I'll make it happen.
Oh, dude, that's
So he just recently gave it to me finally.
That's
I'm so excited. They're one of like 3 or 4 pairs. They're pretty dope. Yeah, they're pretty easy.
So you should do the same thing this time. Hey, Dana.
Well, so at my last one, Travis Scott was there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he was there. So,
Oh, yeah. I think, yeah, I
he
remember
posted
seeing
me on his story
videos.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. He was going crazy. He's a big fan. And yeah, it's so funny. I was walking out right before, and I see him on the screen. We had a little screen in the back to watch the fight. And I think it was these shoes actually. And I had the pair of customs that I had made. Spent a lot of time making this kind of stuff, right? Travis Scott's out there. No way I can't wear his shoes.
Yeah.
Having a little mental battle. I made my shoes. I gotta stand
You
together.
gotta
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, you're like, it's just yours wearing that. No,
Is
that's
there a reason
cool.
why you guys all wear the Nikes and all that?
I think there's.
Yeah, I see Jackie just got a custom pair done as well.
Oh, yeah,
High
yeah.
tops. Yeah, they're dope.
She showed me that one. These are sick.
And I think the way that Nike are made, they're like the best shoe to customize because you can take it apart completely,
Yeah.
and then rebuild it, or at least that's what I've seen.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that work.
Yeah.
They're so like common. You can say that.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people work with them custom line.
Yeah, dude, because I'm telling you, I've seen people who they get like the shoe and they're like, I just bought this, and then they're just like, like cutting it apart, taking
Cutting
it
everything apart.
completely
Yeah, I
off.
seen that.
Yeah, and then they're like, I'm gonna sew it back on and everything.
They dunk him in sun-kissed or
Yeah,
coffee and everything
dude. Yeah, on the
stained.
cover,
Yeah,
like
it
the
is
stained
cool.
ones, the brown stained ones, those are sick, dude.
The guy who does this has a like brand now. He has a shoe.
Oh, no way.
The guy who originally coffee dunked him. The guy
Yeah.
who popped over, he has a brand now.
Oh, shit.
That's like the one that comes out on YouTube.
I think he was doing it
I
on
don't
TikTok.
know. Yeah,
Because there was on YouTube.
'Cause he started-
Skinny white kid. I think.
he started selling them, right?
Yeah. And then
Like
he got
he's-
in trouble for it.
Yeah, dude, he said because it was like it gets this like really nice screaming color, and nobody could get him done, and he was the only one who was doing them. So he started selling the shoe, which is like coffee stained. Yeah, that's crazy though that he got his own shoe.
That's insane.
That's so dope.
Pretty dope that like
Yeah.
he started on TikTok just
Yeah, dude.
messing around.
Yeah,
And
Just
now it's
messing
like,
around, and now he has,
yeah.
he has
And
a
now
whole
he has
brand,
his
his
own
own
brand now.
his own shoes.
that's it. And all of them get like we go through coffee so much. You know,
Because I think that's what he did to the pair. I don't really remember if it was Joe Rogan or Dana. He did that. He dunked something in coffee I think it was the insole for the shoe to get it a particular color, and then that's when I think it was Dana. He's all like, I smell coffee or something. He's like, oh yeah.
I accidentally dropped my coffee in there. That's sick, dude. That's so dope. Damn, so I can't wait to see your shoes.
Yeah,
New
it's next
custom
one.
shoes.
I'm very excited.
Do you watch anime or anything like that?
I've watched most of Naruto. I haven't finished it yet, but that's all.
That's the only one.
Yeah, it's.
I've never watched that one. The only one that I got into was Dragon Ball,
Oh yeah.
and that was it, dude. And I've watched all of it a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's just in I was born in Mexico and I was raised over there,
Yeah.
and then over there they would show the anime every day. Like it was part of like Air TV, you know. And so as a kid we would watch it all the time, and so for years we were just watching it. And then now, as a grown adult, now I go and look for it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I didn't keep exactly, and then I just have it there. I'm like, wow, dude, it's so sick. But I know right now with the younger people, they're getting into a lot of like anime and comics.
Yeah,
and all that
it's
stuff.
like
Yeah.
I think ironically it's more like I guess socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Like before, I don't know, you
Yeah, it's
kind of would
all
probably
you're-
get bullied
yeah.
for watching it.
Yeah, absolutely.
People give you a hard time, like, oh, you watch it.
Yeah.
Now it's a little more like
Acceptable.
Yeah.
more normalized.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, enemies kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it's not a nerd
No,
thing.
definitely. I
Yeah,
think it
no.
was weird before, and then like I actually sat down and watched it, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is actually pretty cool.
No, that is cool. Yeah, dude. There's a few of them that are like crazy cool. I haven't watched them, but the only ones that I got into it's because when I was a kid, like they were part of like the cartoons, you know. And so now that I grew up, I'm like, oh wait, what do you mean? I used to watch that when I was a kid. Like what? Now everybody's all into it. Yeah, dude. So
Well, it's that, and then they have like, most shows have like,
yeah,
maybe 10 episodes. The anime would be like 30 seasons. 20
Yeah,
episodes
dude.
each. There's so much, there.
yeah,
And then there's like the manga and the books and stuff behind
Yeah.
it. And there's so
movies.
much more like lore and like the very in-depth world and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think
Have you watched the Avatar
Oh, yeah,
series on
yeah.
Netflix? Dude, that thing is insane. I've watched a few Avatar things, but when I watched it, I was like, oh, let me see, it's live action.
I guess that's another one I've watched.
Dude, that thing was so good. I was like, I want more. I watched it in like one day, dude. The whole thing. I just sat there and I was like, oh, this is so sick.
I remember when I finally watched like Rick and Morty for the first time.
Oh, see, I've never gotten into that.
I watched, I think, like at the time it was like 5 seasons. I watched all 5 seasons.
Oh, no
Every
way.
day.
Dude, that's so gnarly.
See it on Netflix.
It's
I
just-
still haven't gone into it. Dude.
Really? Yeah, I've never watched it. I don't know why, dude. It seems pretty cool.
We just recently got into Family Guy, like actually watching Family
Oh,
Guy.
no way.
And I never realized how funny it actually is.
Dude, yeah, Family Guy is
Like, you
super
hear
funny.
the jokes here and there, or whatever, but like the whole episode. Like,
Have you watched
Yeah.
F is for Family?
Which one?
F is for Family?
No. I
Oh
haven't.
my god, dude. I would see it on the previews right there. Like, and one day my buddies are like, oh, you should click on it and watch it. It's freaking hilarious. Oh man, dude. And
It's funny.
crazy.
It's on Netflix or what?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
It has like the similar. Like,
It has similarities to like kind of like what we're talking about right now, Family Guy.
Yeah.
It has similarities like that.
Yeah.
Like how the dad and the son will do how they go at each other, like
Yeah.
comedy, dude. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Any more questions? Do you have questions for us? I wasn't so interested in like, see.
Do you wanna show your mouthpieces?
There you go. And which one's your favorite too? You got two different. They're different, right?
Damn text there.
No, but different colors. That's so sick.
So why no love?
Shit. Funny story actually. So I had started originally like doing the Street Beast fights.
Oh no way, dude.
So I have a bunch of Street Beast fights.
No way.
Yeah. under Nolo. And the name that I had originally picked was taken or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just like panicked and picked a name. And then it stuck. They would always, because they would always kind of like, not give me a hard time, but always talk about how like when I would fight, like I was just like really mellow and chill, and then like, but it was like intimidating because I was just like sitting there, I'd be piecing people up, and I'm just, and I'd like, and they were like, yeah, you have to keep the name, you have to keep the name.
It fits you.
It's your style, your persona.
Damn, that's so sick.
awesome.
Which one are you gonna use? Do you know?
I think the red one, because my
The red.
hair is gonna be red. I think the red one. I'm so excited.
Excited for you.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
dude.
you for having us here once again. I mean, actually, thank you for letting us, interview you, and it's just amazing.
Pleasure to meet you, dude. If you wanna shout out your social medias,
Yeah, it's
Emmanuel.
it's Emmanuel.nlove on all social media. I think actually.
We can, if you want, we can edit that. And we'll go ahead and we do it.
Alright.
You want to do that thing?
Yeah.
You can just keep going.
No,
Alright,
please cut that
just edit that part. Like,
Alright, so if you wanna shout out your social medias,
It's Emmanuel.nlove on all socials.
TikTok, everything,
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram. I don't have Twitter, but
Facebook, MySpace.
MySpace. I think use Facebook. Yeah, follow along.
That's
We releasing more content like coming up.
yeah, that's a look out for sure.
Yeah. You have a lot of like day in the lives and stuff or no?
Yeah, like getting the lives and that.
That's
Like
so
the funny
sick,
skits
dude.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, your cars. I'm so intrigued. I want to see your cars, or at least you working on your cars.
The truck is sitting. I had to replace the bags and go back in, but then a lot of the electric ones.
Oh,
That makes sense.
damn. Yeah,
That's it.
that's really cool.
If you guys want to end it,
Yeah. Okay, so let's just
Let's
let him and then it's not.
Alright.
Thank you, brother, for coming in again. And
Thanks so much, dude.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Pleasure having you here. Don't answer to Riverside. That's the Mouthpieces by Deor. You know what it is.
So dope, dude.